Okay, next for question number 3. Okay, we have a line here, a line L. It cuts the x-axis at 4,0 and the y-axis at 0, -3. So if we were to do, or to answer the first question, find the gradient of the line. So this line consists of 2 points, 4,0 and 0, -3 as the 2 points on the line. We can use that to find the gradient. So for part A, gradient in this case is m. So it's going to be equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for in this case, we can find the gradient of the line using the formula. So I'm going to label the 2 points here, x1, y1 for 4,0 and x2, y2 for 0, -3. So I will put in the value. So y2 is -3 here, and minus with y1. So y1 is 0, and this is followed by x2, which is 0, minus the x1, which is 4. So the gradient of this line, -3 minus 0 is -3, 0 minus 4 is -4. So I'm going to have 3/4 as the value of the gradient of the line. Okay, next, once we have the value of the gradient of the line, we can actually get the equation of the line. So if we look at if we do a rough sketch on the line, you can see from here, if I have the point 4, 0, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere here, 4. So this is the line, this is the point for the first part, this point A. So that's 4, 0. And for B will be 0, -3. So 0, -3. So that's 3 down. I'm going to have -3. So this is B as the second point, which is 0, -3. So you can see that the line here will look something like this. Okay, so it will pass through the A and the B. So if we look at the line here, the value of the y-intercept, okay, this being the y-axis and x-axis here, the value of the y-intercept is -3. So C is equals to -3 in this case. M, of course we have calculated, is equals to 3/4. So y equals to mx plus c becomes y equals to, m is 3/4, so 3/4x plus the c in this case, as we have explained earlier, is -3. So plus the -3. So to simplify this, y equals to 3/4 x minus 3. Okay, so that's the answer for part B. Okay, next, find the area of triangle OAB. So O represents the origin. So the origin is here, is the point where the y and the x axis intersect. So OAB would be this triangle, and this is a right angle triangle. Okay, because AOB is 90 degrees, and we can just use half times base times height. So the value for the base here is 4. Okay, because from 0 to 4, and the height from 0 to -3, the height here, or the length here, will be 3. So there's a length here, 3, and then after that the base is 4. So half times base times height is 4. The area of triangle, so C is equals to half times base times height. So the base is 4, half times 4 times the height. In this case from 0 to -3, we have a length of 3. So 4 times 3 will be 12. 12 times half is 6. 6 units square. So that being the area. Okay, last question, we have the length. So if you can remember the formula for the length here, this is the on the first page of the notes 5.1, the cover page. We have the length formula for AB to be x2 minus, this is the square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So this is on page 1 of 5.1. So we're going to copy that down. So in this case, AB is equals to the square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we already have the x2 y2 and the x1 y1, so we will put in the value, substitute the value inside this formula. So x2 will have a value of 0, so 0 minus x1, which is 4 square, and then plus y2 -3 minus y1, so y1 is 0 square. Okay, so we can press the calculator to get the answer here. So we have square root of 0 minus 4 close bracket square plus -3 minus 0 square. So we have this exactly what we have written. So we're gonna get an answer of 5. So length, in this case we write units. Okay, so that's the answer for question number 3.